minus 40 degrees. Day 500, stuck in the Arctic for Hannibal. He repeats the same task daily, digging through the frozen ground. Finally, he carves out a giant SOS. Every step he takes just burns his last bit of heat. His only shelter is a wrecked plane, and his only food is tiny fish he catches through the ice. To stay alive, he even sliced off 2 of his own frostbitten toes. As long as he could breathe, quitting was never an option for Hannibal. Then he finds his fish box destroyed with huge footprints nearby. There's a bigger threat lurking out here, but he quickly calms down and heads for the mountaintop to signal. A polar bear spots him. Hannibal is ready to retreat, but a signal flares. A rescue helicopter appears. He can't wait to get out of this frozen hell, but the wind instantly crushes that hope. The chopper spirals and crashes right in front of him. The pilot is killed instantly, but he finds a surviving woman. Hannibal brings her back to the shelter along with the real treasure, a map and a lighter. He quickly lights the stove and cooks his first bowl of hot noodles in half a year. The smell of ramen is the only comfort in this frozen wasteland, but the woman's fever won't break. Staying here means certain death. He finds a route on the map and decides to drag her to a distant base station. He pulls out the sled, straps the woman onto it, and heads toward the base. But despair quickly sets in. The path is blocked by a steep mountain. He can't possibly drag her up. Hannibal quickly decides to detour, even though it triples the distance. To hide from the worsening blizzard, he shelters the woman in a cave, but a polar bear sniffs the blood and blocks the entrance. He lights his single flare and, with a roar, successfully scares the beast away. They can't stay in the cave. They have to move again, but the blizzard gets worse. He builds a rough shelter, and they both crawl into the sleeping bag. The wind's howl stops soon after, but not long into their walk, he realized his hands and feet were severely frostbitten. Worse yet, the woman is completely fading. Her wounds are badly infected, and she keeps coughing up blood. Hannibal realizes that if he keeps carrying her, they both might not make it. He decides to abandon the woman, but then he steps wrong, falls into a crevice, and a giant rock pins his leg. He desperately yanks his leg free, then drags his ruined leg back to the woman. That's when the woman finally regains consciousness. It's the first human voice Hannibal has heard in 500 days. He instantly regrets his brutal choice from earlier. So he quickly bandages his wound and keeps moving toward the base. But his leg injury and the heavy sled exhaust Hannibal. Worse still, food is running low. Just as he's about to crest the hill, he's completely out of energy. But the sound of a propeller hits again. This time, is it a hallucination before he dies, or a miracle from God?